you as a printmaker, what is it that gets your juices flowing?
Well, just be depicting my view of the world and attempting to understand the world through selecting eccentric aspects of it, that say a lot about humans and our relationship to the environment. It's almost like, I was just thinking today, it's almost like looking at animals either in their native environment or in a zoo. So generally I don't depict figures, which I've done in these unusually. Generally it'll be the animal's habitat and signs of the animal, in this case humans, and what they've done in the environment. And we humans do all kinds of good things and bad things, and it's often about human folly, and we look at them in both ways. Well, I look at humans in a similar way, and though it's almost like the animals are are not visible generally. I don't yet generally use figures, which unusually I've done in this case. It's usually signs of habitation and what we've done to the environment. It could be cultivation, it could be environmental degradation, though that's just one aspect of what we do in the environment. So it's about our entwinement with the world, and I'm amused by it. I see human folly, and I can't resist the silly things that humans do.
So in that sense, is the urban landscape your territory?
Probably more so. At the moment it seems to be. I walk my dog in a park nearby, big park, Callan Park, and I keep seeing things that just kind of amaze me. And I generally will see something and I'll think, what is that? I don't literally think, what does that mean? But I know that's the process. I try and understand what we've done to the world, and generally my way of doing it will be to add another element, so juxtaposition. And through putting the two things together, hopefully a kind of chemistry happens, and there's an outcome that explains the world to me, and maybe other people are interested. It's often poetic. I'm not a scientist, and I'm not a politician, so it's a poetic view of the world and of our relationship to the world. And part of that poetry also is that the world is a beautiful place, and I love that about it, and so I'm determined that no matter what I'm saying about it, the image will be seductive and beautiful.
In terms of the form that you've chosen to use, does that dictate in any way what you do? I am a detail person, and etching, the way I do it, does allow detail. Now, you don't have to. You can do big, splashy, very direct, non-detailed etchings, but I happen to be a detail person, and I'm particularly interested in tonal variation, in lights and darks, and through the aquatint technique that you can see in these prints, there's available to me is this infinite tonality, and I love playing with that and using that. And that's something that's very much about etching to me. It is available in other mediums. The thing about etching that mainly attracts me, I think, is the intensity of it. And etching is actually a piece of paper that's been transformed by being a dampened paper being pushed into grooves and marks and textures on a plate. So it's actually been pushed into that and peeled off, and it's transformed, and it creates a very intense line and intense tonal variation, and I'm totally seduced by it. That's why I do it. I can't resist. Yeah.